I'm in my bag, smoking gas to the fans need me. Marcialago man, smoking on that hood gelato man. I done a mess, a good following. Don't play with me, I got a solid plan. Caught me a stove, put my chicken on it. Couple bags to spend, but I ain't tricking on it. Heard your bitches want me, tell her cop me a zip. Sorry, I ain't that affectionate.
Hello, you horse. You finished your work, you did all your chores. When Mavrick is calling, you better report. You do what you told, you'll get a reward. Take a bullet, this spliff, my brain go distort. Don't fuck with the gang, you better abort. Or we'll throw the hands and settle the score. No Fronto on papes, I'm off to the store. I smoke me a spliff and then smoke some more. It's Mavrick, you already know he gon' bring havoc. Getting to the breach, man, I do backflips. Hawking for the green, I'm a straight savage. Nigga checking me, man, it ain't happening. Now I'm rolling 3 and I ain't capping. Chiefing on the tree and it's straight magic. Yeah, it smelling sweet, but you can't have it, bitch.
Marcialago man, smoking on that hood gelato man. I done a mess, a good following. Don't play with me, I got a solid plan. Caught me a stove, put my chicken on it. Couple bags to spend, but I ain't tricking on it. Heard your bitches want me, tell her cop me a zip. Sorry, I ain't that affectionate. Marcialago man, smoking on that hood gelato man. I done a mess, a good following. Don't play with me, I got a solid plan. Caught me a stove, put my chicken on it. Couple bags to spend, but I ain't tricking on it. Heard your bitches want me, tell her cop me a zip. Sorry, I ain't that affectionate.
With y'all, your boy is back. Welcome to Talk About Fight Club. It's your boy Mavrick. Yo. Nah, let me not say that because I don't want my boy LJ to get mad like I stole his line. That's LJ's line. My bad, LJ. Don't be mad at me. Anyway, welcome to Talk About Fight Club. Your All Fight Talks podcast. You can follow us at TAFC POD. You can follow me at Mavrick NYC _NYC or at Mavrick's Mansion LLC and at Smooth Family ENT. What is good with y'all? We are back with another episode. We got a lot of exciting things to talk about. Well, do I want to say exciting? Because some of the things are really annoying, to be honest with you, that bother me. Yeah, they do bother me a little bit, but it's good to talk about, right? So let's get right into it. So your boy had a few things that he wanted to talk about with you guys, see what y'all thought about, right? Where's my thingy? Give me my thingy, producer. There we go. All right, boom. I still need my list, y'all. He done handicapped me with this now. I'm used to it now. I need to look at my list. You heard? So we want to talk about champ status, right? That's a big thing in, combat sports. Everybody wants to carry the double belts. Your man Conor McGregor made it famous walking around with the 2 belts on his shoulder, and it was really exciting. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, first champ ever, really exciting. Now when you got like boxing and things like that, of course, you have multiple belts, but it's a little bit different compared to like MMA, right? So Conor McGregor, as a matter of fact, it's hard to talk about Conor McGregor right now. He's going through a few controversies. Hopefully he rectifies that, and, we'll talk about that another time. But your man Conor McGregor made that famous because he was the first fighter in UFC history not to just hold belts in 2 weight classes, but to hold them simultaneously. So he won the featherweight championship by beating Jose Aldo, knocked him out in 13 seconds. Amazing. Nobody's ever done that to Jose. At that time, I think he was like 10 or 11 years undefeated. Then your man ended up fighting Eddie Alvarez for the lightweight belt and became double champ, right? Not a champ that held 2 consecutive, belts in 2 weight classes, but at the same time, right? Now, Conor didn't really defend those belts, but, it is what it is, right? The only other person to do that if I remember correctly, to hold the belts simultaneously, but actually defend them in both weight classes is Daniel Cormier, right? Boom. All right. Now, I got a bit of a gripe with this champ, thing, right? This phenomenon of double champ. Everybody wants to be double champ, which is cool. That means I'm whooping cats in 2 different weight classes. Like, I'm that guy in 2 weight classes. That's something to talk about. But my thing is, nowadays, you got fighters winning the belt and already talking about moving up and getting another belt. And I'm like, bro, all right, yeah, you the champ, you just got the belt, but you ain't proved you can hold that joint down. Like, you over here trying to be Conor McGregor just because Conor McGregor did it. Like, I feel like guys is just trying to, like, jump the line, bro, just to say that they did it, not because they earned it. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, when it came to Conor McGregor, right, originally, he got the featherweight belt, right? And he got into a little spat with Rafael dos Santos. I think that's how you say his name, Dos Anjos. And he was supposed to fight him for the belt. And I think the reason why it went down like that is because, you know, they was talking trash to each other. So Conor's like, yo, I'll come up there and whoop your ass. Who you talking to? You know what I'm saying? So he was like, yo, let's fight. Let's put your belt up. I'll fight you for it, whatever. So back then, I don't think it was such a big deal because it was the first time kind of being, you know, it was being done, right? Now, from what I remember, Rafael got injured, so he couldn't fight. That's how we ended up with the Nate Diaz fight. Because Nate Diaz was like, forget all that fighting for another belt. You over here trying to be me. I'm the one that was the bad guy. I'm the one that used to do all the trash talk. This is I built this. So we ended up with the Conor and Nate Diaz series. Excuse me. So that happened. Eventually, in the process of them going at it, Rafael ends up fighting Eddie Alvarez. Excuse me. So Rafael fights Eddie Alvarez. Eddie Alvarez beats him, gets the belt. So then from there, Conor redirects his attention to Eddie Alvarez because it's like, yo, that was supposed to be my belt because I was supposed to whoop this boy first. But since you took him out and you took the belt that I was going to take from him, I'm going to whoop your ass now. So that's how that ended up. And he most definitely whooped Eddie Alvarez's ass. Like, put a good ass whipping on Eddie Alvarez. So then he became double champion. But then you got people like Leon Edwards and Ilia Topuria and a couple of people who literally just got the belt. You know what I'm saying? Even though Leon don't got it no more, a whole nother story. Point being is these guys, as soon as they get the belt, you see it on their social medias, you see it on all the different, interviewing platforms and things of that sort. These guys immediately talk about, yeah, I got the belt. I know I can go move on up and take this person out and get this belt. And it's so crazy, right? That is to the point now you hear guys talking about 3 belts. Like getting 3 belts. Now, if you want to do it like the old-fashioned way, where it's just like, all right, you vacate the belt in one weight class, and then you move up and you go for a 3rd belt. So, like, for example, John Jones was the light heavyweight, and he moved up and got the heavyweight belt. Now, of course, you can't move up from past heavyweight because it's heavyweight. But let's just say John Jones started out at 185, right? Got the belt there. Then he moves up to light heavyweight. Got the belt there, and then goes to heavyweight. Now, one person that they mentioned that might do that is me and one of my producer's favorite fighters, Paul Tan. He's already a 2-division champ. Y'all be forgetting about that. He was a 185 champ. Now, Izzy came and corrected that, but at the same time, he was the champ already. And then he moved up to light heavyweight and got the belt there. And then he's also talking about getting a belt in heavyweight. Can he do it? Possibly. Do I think he's going to beat the GOAT? No. But if you're talking about being a double champ, like holding both belts and fighting both and keeping both simultaneously, my personal opinion, I don't think they should let them fight for a second belt unless they defended the first belt a couple of times At least 3. I'm sorry. Because y'all over here just trying to rack up belts. And y'all ain't even proving that like y'all like in my opinion, a true champion in that weight class. Because when you're fighting, it's any man's day. So just because you got the belt, okay, you're the champion at the moment. Let's see if you're like a reigning champion. You know, this is why when you hear Bruce Buffer announce, he says the reigning defending. But if you ain't really defending, like, are you really the champ? I'm not saying you're not the champ, but are you really the champ? And now you're gonna try to go take a belt in another weight class? I just think it's a little greedy. I think they're being a little greedy. Like y'all kind of fiending, don't you think? Like, be the champ in your weight class. And when you've dominated, then it's like, all right, you know what? I ain't got no competition here. I'm gonna move up. Because I need more people to beat up. Look at the GOAT. John Jones pretty much cleared the light heavyweight division out. He fought like all champions. Like, come on. Rampage Jackson, Vitor Belfort, Glover Teixeira, Lyoto Machida, Shogun Rua. Like, do I need to keep going? He whooped some dudes. Beat Daniel Cormier twice. What is it? Twice or 3 times? Yeah, twice. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. What else does he have to prove in light heavyweight? I don't need to do that no more. I whooped all y'all. Go to heavyweight. Now it's time to whoop y'all. Y'all gotta start proving that y'all deserve these belts, y'all. Y'all over here trying to like have a bunch of belts for what? Okay, you got a belt. Reign, defend, show cats in that weight class. There's a reason why I got this belt. That's why the heavyweights, a lot of these heavyweights don't. That's why Stipe was the greatest. Because these guys couldn't hold the belt for more than two fights. Two? You trying to tell me that in UFC been around since what, 1997? Something like that? And from there till now, up until Stipe, every heavyweight champ couldn't defend it more than 2 times? That's crazy. That's why I used to tell y'all when everybody talk about, John Jones shouldn't fight Stipe. He the greatest heavyweight. And y'all over here trying to get 2 and 3 belts. Defend the fucking belt first. What is wrong with y'all? Like, it's a little bit different with boxing. Like I said earlier, it's a little bit different with boxing because they got like 18 belts per weight class. You know, you can't really do that in boxing because it's just like mad belts. Mad belts. You know what I mean? Like, there's not like a UFC / Zuffa belt / the only 2 belts you have in UFC is the UFC belt and the BMF belt, which now is becoming way more popular for some reason. Like, everybody wants to fight for the BMF belt. And it's really strange because the BMF belt was made for Jorge Masvidal and Nate Diaz, and there's that one belt. So it's like, how do you really trade that belt off since there's only one? There's not like a BMF belt per weight class. So like, how do you, like right now, who has it? Maxwell Holloway has the BMF belt. He's fighting at 155. How does a heavyweight end up with the BMF belt? like, come on. How does that work? You got to defend the belt more than 3 times. I'm sorry. Double champions don't work for me. Don't work for me. Don't get me wrong. Once again, I give Conor his props for what he did. All right, he took 2 dudes out, became the first non-simultaneous champ. But come on, bro. Y'all doing too much. I swear, y'all doing too much. And to be honest, y'all got to earn that, in my opinion. That is a thing that is earned. So that's my take on Double Champ. Y'all got to earn it. Y'all can't just be jumping up, talk about, I'm going to fight this dude. It just don't work. Anyway, we going to go to break. We going to come right back. I got a couple more things, honestly, that I got some gripes today. I got a lot of gripes. I got a lot of gripes to talk to y'all about. And we will be right back.
This is so fire.
I'm legendary, not your ordinary. 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 Hold up, nigga. You know what, nigga? Hole in your head like a donut, nigga. Even your bitch know I go nuts, nigga. And all she wanna do is blow nuts, nigga. Before I got the top, I had to roll up, nigga. Damn, me do it sloppy when you go down, sister. I do this shit like I do it for TV, and I spit fire like Mario and Luigi. Off the leaf, though. You know I cheat, bro. Roll up the top of the loud hash in the key, bro. You should know I'm bout it like Master P, bro. Shotgun ride shocking on the passenger seat, bro. Keep sleeping and you take a nap, nigga. Chasing the money is where I'm at, nigga. I'ma do what I do to get them stacks, nigga. Fonz is legendary, that's facts, nigga. I'm legendary, not your ordinary. 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 Fonz better than the best. About to fuck the game up like favoritism from the refs. Strong blickies off the steps. See how quickly you get wet. You get whacked, nigga. Brand new guy from Mississippi. Drawing blickies off the rippy. You see that niggas can't get with me, but you can believe it or not, like Ripley's. Everything I spit, brother, straight classic. And everything you spit, nigga, wastebasket. Radio or switchblade, you know I gotta get paid. Sometimes you catch a bad break like Alex Smith leg.
I would say, personally, that Talk About Fight Club is pound for pound one of the best fight podcasts, period. What do y'all think? Now, can I say that as a person who, all right, it ain't the Joe Rogan podcast yet. You know what I mean? It ain't, like Ariel Hawani and, some of the other like pretty big podcasts, the Jackson podcast with Rampage Jackson and these guys. But I would say, pound for pound, pretty good podcast, in my opinion. But if we go by what the numbers say, the Joe Rogan podcast is the number one podcast. But at the same time, you do the same thing with fighting. We have pound for pound. We have the top 15. Let's just focus on the MMA, for example. Of course, we're going to keep using UFC. UFC is the pinnacle, so this is what we're going to use, right? So you have a top 15 in every weight class. You have a top 15. Now, what does that exactly mean? What does it mean? That means these 15 guys are on the road to fight for the championship. These 15 guys are on the road to fight for that championship. Okay. Now, what's the point of having numbers next to these guys' names if number 15 is going to fight number 2? And then whoever wins out of those two gets a shot at the belt. Now, if you look at other sports, like let's use basketball, for example, you got to be top 8 to make playoffs. I mean, now you got which tournament? What do you call it, producer? The play-in tournament. Yeah. NBA Cup, right? This is what you have to do to make the playoffs. And then those eight teams on each West and East have to play each other and then the next, 4, and then the next 2, and then, it don't work like that in MMA. Whoever fighting whoever based off of popularity. And to me, that's a huge flaw. Now, hear me out. Sometimes there are prospects lower on the totem pole that we're really excited to see because, all right, let's just say there's this new guy that's on the way up. There's a guy, and I just watched yesterday, who's in the PFL, and this guy's amazing. I'll get to him in a second. But let's just say this new prospect, he just made it into the top 15. He's number 15, right? Now, we look at him, and all the fighters from 14 to like 1, because the champ is the champ. So, he's not number 1, he's a champ. From 14 to 1, we're like, dang, this kid too good. He could whoop all of them. 1 through 14, he could whoop all of them. We might as well just put him to fight the champ, right? Because he's that good. But at the same time, like, all these other dudes work their ass off to get to these rankings. So you trying to tell me just because this dude is exciting, he get to jump the line? I don't know. I think, honestly, and this is just, once again, my opinion, if anybody gets to jump the line, it should be guys within the top 5. The other 10, y'all gotta work amongst each other. I'm sorry. 15 should be fighting 14, 13 should be fighting 12, 11 should be fighting 10, and so on and so forth. That's it. Number 1 should be fighting the champ. Unless the champ is a reigning, defending champion. Like, if this guy became, whoever's the champ at the time, male or female, and they've defended the belt 10 times. All right, I feel at that point, the champ should be able to decide whoever the heck he wants to fight, 1 through 15. He can fight whoever the heck he wants. Especially if he defended the belt that many times, right? Like, why not? I done whooped mad. If I got 10 title defenses, then that means I already beat 2/3 of the whole damn rankings anyway. So I should be able to choose whoever the heck I want to fight. But anybody from 6 down, y'all fight who y'all supposed to fight. Now, if you look at boxing, let's just take a little detour here. Now, with boxing, it's kind of the same thing, but it's not the same thing. So, if I am what they call a mandatory, right? A mandatory fight is for example, if I'm the cruiserweight champ, right? And I have the WBC belt. The WBC will let me know, hey, your next fight is this person. Mandatory. You cannot skip this person. You have to fight this person in order to maintain your belt. Now, here's where my problem comes in. A lot of these guys, just because they don't want to fight an opponent, will vacate the belt and say, oh, I'm moving up. I want to be undisputed champ in 154 pounds. What happened to 147? Oh, you don't want to fight him. Oh, why? Because you don't want to. A lot of these guys are undefeated, and they don't want to lose that undefeated record. So they'll vacate a belt and just move up and go fight a dude that may be heavier than him, but I know I'm gonna beat him because I'm a better boxer. Like that's an issue. That's an issue. Because now, to me, that make you look like a bitch. Like that talk where guys talk about, I don't care who it is, I'll fight whoever, I'm the best. Shit. Some of y'all so-called fighters is little bitches. Y'all be scared. And I think there's a lot of fighters like that, especially in boxing. I'm sorry. And I be thinking, same thing in MMA too. You know, like I think there are people that's like, you know what, that is not that easy to fight me. I might skip over that. But depending on your status, what can I say? In MMA, in boxing, it's different. They tell you have a mandatory, you got to fight that person. It don't matter. You have to fight them. You have to. And a lot of times they won't do it. So, like, if you look at it from boxing perspective, the MMA perspective, whatever perspective, it's flawed to me. It's off. It's not. It just doesn't make sense. What's the point of the rankings if I can bend and bend the rules and find loopholes? Like, oh, I gotta fight him. Well, you know what? I'll vacate the belt. I never got beat, so I'm the lineal champion because they didn't beat me. Nobody beat me for the belt. That is, oh my gosh, I hate that. Like, I feel like there should be a boxing promotion, an MMA promotion, kickboxing, karate, whatever promotions there are, anything that has to do with fighting. If you're in that top 15, you fight who you're supposed to fight. Unless you're in the top 5 and the champion has defended the belt a certain amount of times. If the champ has defended the belt a certain amount of times, then I feel like at that point the champion should be able to fight who he wants. But if you just got the belt, I'm just not. I'm really getting tired of all these weird loopholes and flaws and things within combat sports. You know, even when y'all hear me complain about judges and referees and all that, like, bro, when Charles Oliveira fought Michael Chandler, like, I'm looking at the ref like, yo, did you not see Michael Chandler hammer fist the back of Charles' head like 25 times? And then Michael Chandler had the nerve to say, yo, ref, why didn't you stop the fight? You know how many times I hit him behind the ear? Yeah, it's behind the ear, all right. Like, there's too many loopholes. There's too many flaws. There's too many little things that these fighters are using as excuses to try to, like, make their way to the top. Nobody's, like, being real fighters anymore. There's rankings for a reason. That means we're the best. We're the top. Let the top guys fight the top. I'm not, like, the skipping over and all this. No. Now, do I respect the fact that Dana White, because that is his promotion or him and his partner's promotions, that he can sit here and do what he wants and I'll make whoever fight whoever I want? Okay, yeah, I'll give you that much respect. It is your promotion. Cool. But, bro, we going to skip number 14 to number 3? What about number 8, who's been busting his ass for the past 7 years to get to number 8 and has been undefeated in 7 years? Shit is off. And I can't get with it. That's not how we should move, y'all. Like, of course, we live in a world where everything's not fair. Understandable. Not everything is fair. But at the same time, bro, like, you got fighters who are in here taking mad brain damage who could have been a champ by now. And these guys got to fight another dude and another dude and another dude. Like my man Shavkat Rakhmonov. He should have been fought for the belt. I'm sorry. Luckily, he's a good sport. And your man says, I'll fight whoever. I don't care. Bring them all on. And that's cool. But, nah, bro. Like how Brock Lesnar had 5 professional fights and ended up being champion within 5 professional fights. That's insane. Same thing with, look at Bo Nickel. No offense to Bo Nickel, but he has 6, 7 professional fights, and already he trying to say like I should be prepared to fight for the champ soon. No, bro. You just got here. All right, you beat a pretty good guy the other day, but you didn't like dominate, homie. Ranking system sucks, bro. The pound for pound system sucks, bro. They all suck. That's why your man Dana White is removing the humans, and he wants to use AI now and let AI determine who should be either pound for pound number one, who's moving up in rankings and all this. I still think that's going to be kind of weird because you're going to let Skynet run this shit. Come on, bro. But that's a whole nother story within itself. It's all messed up, bro. Like, look at that. Top 5 for pound ranking. Why is Pereira like not number one, bro? Islam ain't fought in a minute. I think it should be John Jones Pereira. Or I wouldn't even be mad at Pereira John Jones. But Islam ain't fought. Why he's still number one? Don't make no sense to me, bro. The rankings are off. They're off. I'm telling you, there's too much stuff that's off. There's too much stuff that's off, bro. I told you I had some gripes today. There's too much stuff that's off. I'm sorry. You know, like being forced to vacate your belt is one thing because, you know, you're going to be out for like 3-4 years because of an injury. But nah, man, this ranking system, basura. Sorry, throw it away. We need to start over. You can do better. We're going to go to commercial break, but when we come back, I got another fucking gripe. I got another one. I got gripes all day for y'all, and we shall be back.
I do this like I do this like I do this like I do this like veteran, you do it like rookie. All bets on me, nigga, just ask the bookie. Smoking straight hash and cookie. You highly pussy. You been this way since you came at your mama pussy. Big 9 to pushy. Smoke 'em like big blunts and cushy. Get your bitch to Woody like Toy Story. After I beat the box up Tyson Fury. Then it's time to bounce, baby, end of story. Bounce. And then it's back to the money, gotta get more. After the money, dollar bill glory. I said it's back to the money, gotta get more. It's MBG, end of story. The prototype, I do this right. The prototype, the one that they wanna be like. The prototype, I do this right. The prototype, the one that he wanna be like. The prototype, I do this right. The prototype, the one that you wanna be like. The prototype, I do this right. The prototype, the one that they wanna be like. Watch your step, we already saw you lacking. When we hit you up, you ain't even know what happened. So the tough guy roll, we know you acting. Nigga, get your dough low, nigga, you know we stacking. Fuck with my money, I'ma cave your back in. There's money up front, but there's way.
We are back. More gripes for your ass. So, as I was growing up, and I told my producer this the other day, and when I told him this, he flipped right the fuck out. Because when I was young, when I started martial arts, I started out martial arts very young. I started martial arts at 6 years old. And I was told that if you're a martial artist or a boxer, like a professional, you know, fighter or anybody that's an expert in a specific style of fighting, you were like legally licensed. You were like a lethal weapon. Like I was told this. Like this was like a law. And if you were a black belt in karate or, like I said, a professional boxer or anything like that, your hands were licensed. And I even remember I was in a tattoo shop getting a tat. And I remember my boy who was in Golden Gloves, who was going to go pro, because I heard when you're in Golden Gloves, you got to do it in Golden Gloves too. That's what I heard. But this dude walked up to him who also, I guess, boxed and everything. And he walks up to him. He's like, oh, you did Golden Gloves. You did and they're chatting or whatever. He's like, yo, did you get your hands licensed? And I'm like, oh, that is real. Like at that time. So then I do some research recently and come to find out it's all bullshit. Bullshit. No such thing. There's no such thing as licensed lethal weapon because you're a professional fighter. Now, in the U.S. territory of Guam, it is. You have to be licensed. That is true. But everywhere else, it's bullshit. Bringing me to my point. Should professional fighters or martial arts experts or any type of, martial arts experts, should they be allowed to defend themselves? Right? Because, all right, if I get into a fight in the street, right? We're fighting. And I knock a guy out with a punch. Caught him clean on the chin. He gets concussed and he falls back, right? He bangs his head on the concrete and he gets badly injured. Or, God forbid, he actually hits his head on the concrete and dies, right? That's involuntary manslaughter. So I could possibly go to jail because I killed a guy, but I was defending myself, right? Here we go again with loopholes. So let's just say I uppercut him and I knock him out again, or knock him out. And he's on grass, and he hits his head on the grass. Now, you fall on grass, it ain't really going to damage your head the same way. Is it still involuntary manslaughter? Is it really? Like, I think it's really dumb that, first of all, y'all lied to us for so many years, because I've heard this from multiple places, that y'all telling us that because we study martial arts or we study some type of combat sport, that we're licensed lethal weapons. And if we hit or hurt somebody, it's like attacking someone with an actual weapon. Man, y'all understand how much that pissed me off? Because even for myself, you know how many times I got into scuffles and spats with people and I purposely did not use certain techniques because I didn't want to get in trouble for that shit. I could have been fucking these dudes up this whole time. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to keep it a stack with y'all. And my producer can attest to this. If I'm in a street fight with somebody I don't know, like some random dude, and you try to attack me on the street, I ain't using no regular fighting techniques. I'm going to hit you with some shit. I'm going to pick up a garbage can, a stick. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Nah, bro. I don't know what you got. You can have a knife, sword, gun, taser, phaser, I don't know. Nah, bro. Don't trust it. I come from Brownsville, Brooklyn, dogs. And you don't know what dudes got. Because I grew up in an era where, my dad and, my older brother and all, and they grew up in the era where, you could put up your hands and fight, and if you wanted to fight, you wanted to fight. When I was born, and I started getting older and I actually started getting scuffles, you wasn't allowed to win the fight. And bro, you wasn't allowed to win. If I got into, this, when I'm saying this, I cannot make this shit up. When I was growing up, and you got into a fight with one person, and you beat that person in a fight, they would be so mad that they'll go back to their brother or whoever or another friend and be like, nah, we got to get him. Because you lost. Fair and square. So let's just say they come back with another person. So first you beat them and they bring back another person. So now it's two of them against you. And you beat both of them. Let's just say that happens. Now it's a wrap for your ass. Now they damn near got to kill you. I'm not making this up. That's the way it was. So mind you, let's use a professional fighter, for example, that grew up in a neighborhood like mine. Now, if they get into a situation like that, you trying to tell me because they're a lethal weapon, they just gonna let these people come back and whoop their ass? Oh, it's only right. You're a trained fighter. You could kill them. They trying to kill me. I beat one of them, and now they brought back 6 other dudes. Are you crazy? Come on, dogs. Y'all bugging. Y'all first y'all lied to us for years. I feel like, all right, and I've been thinking about this ever since I found out that it's a myth. I feel like whoever made that up because there was a dude that couldn't fight and wanted to make sure that dudes that could fight couldn't beat them up. That's what I think. I think some dude that's a little bitch that couldn't fight and didn't like dudes that could fight was like, nah, you got an unfair advantage. I want to win. Once again, bitch ass shit. There's way too much bitch assness in fighting nowadays. Did you notice that? There's a lot of bitch assness in fighting. Ain't it? I don't get it, man. Like I just feel like there's always like something where where they put the person that can fight at a disadvantage nowadays. I'm telling you, when I say I purposely did not do certain things when I got into fights, you know how many times I wanted to head kick a dude and did not head kick a dude because I feel like if I caught him clean with the kick, he might fall back and hit his head on the ground and I might get in trouble because he might get concussed or even get brain damage. Bro, I'm not making this up. I've gotten into a lot of fights. And in a lot of them fights, I did not do stuff I knew. I didn't clinch and knee dudes in the face. I could have, but I didn't. And at the age I am now, I'm just finding out that it's bullshit. You trying to tell me I could have ended a whole lot of other fights that long ago just because y'all lied to us? Oh, nah. Nah. This is my call to all the martial artists. They start fucking with you, whoop they ass. Whoop it. I'm not hearing none of this fucking lethal weapon shit no more. The fuck? Just the other day, I saw a video of a dude trying to mess with Israel Adesanya. He literally pulled up on Israel Adesanya. Said, I don't know what the term is, a specific term that they say where he's from. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, here in New York, you say, yo, let's scrap. So you hear somebody say, let's scrap, that means, yo, let's fight. So they said something to that degree to Israel Adesanya, right? Israel looking at homie like, oh, all right, whatever, I'm just going. I know it's homie, I'm not, go on, bro. I fight for millions of dollars. I'm not fighting you for free. Are you crazy? Come on. But anyway, Israel is looking at dude like, whatever. So Israel's about to pull off in the McLaren because my boy got a McLaren, with the doors, right? He about to pull off. Homie pulls his car in front of Israel's to block him. Israel's like, what is this dummy doing? Dude gets out the car and starts talking trash. Literally starts flexing in front of Israel yeah, what's up? And Israel bro, he legit looks at the people. He's like, yo, somebody please call the cops on this guy. Because he must really not know who I am. He's calling me out, but he must not know who I am. Right? So one person tries to call the cops. Dude is still trying to amp it up, trying to, egg Izzy on. So Izzy, I feel like maybe he did this to test homie. Izzy spit at homie. I don't think he spit on him, but he spit at him like spit at his feet. Now, where I come from, whether you spit on me or at me, you spit at me? Sorry. We going at it. We fighting, bro. So he spit at homie and he did nothing. So Israel's like, oh, you don't want this smoke. You don't want this smoke. You know what I'm saying? But then homie is still trying to egg him on. So Israel grabs his car door, shuts his joint like, yo, ooh, boy. Now, mind you, I didn't see no more than that. Apparently, from what I heard, the situation got de-escalated. I guess police showed up or whatever. But my thing is, if a person approaches Israel Adesanya or any professional fighter for that matter and starts mess and apparently tries to start a fight, and let's just say the person does start a fight, I'm sorry. This is coming from me. I ain't nobody that special. But once again, as a fellow martial artist, whoop they motherfucking ass. Whoop their ass. I'm sorry. We not doing this anymore. Stop all this lethal weapon fucking no. We're not doing that no more. Start whooping these guys' asses. And I bet you they start talking so much. Start defending yourself, fighters. Now, don't just go stomping people out for no reason. But if people fucking with you, defend yourself. I don't want to hear no more about you not allowed to. No. And somebody prove me wrong. If it is true, show me some proof, because I was looking around and I ain't find it. We should be allowed to defend ourselves, whether a martial artist or not. Period. That's why it's called self-defense. I want to thank everybody for joining in with me today. I appreciate y'all. I told you I had a lot of gripes today. You know, it's really hard to be excited when you're annoyed by things. You know what I'm saying? But I want to thank everybody at Smooth Family Entertainment. It's been such a pleasure because these guys at Smooth Family Watch, actually, just my producer. But they have really pushed me to really make this podcast something special. It has been such a pleasure to continue to do this, and I can't wait for us to continue to build and do more. It's been really exciting. I have so much more to talk about. I have guests coming real soon, some really special guests. Yeah, man, just keep flowing with us. We got a whole lot more to talk about. Again, if you're not following us, check us out at TAFC POD. You can also follow Mavrick's Mansion Studios at MAVRICKS MANSION LLC. You can also follow Smooth Family Network, which is at Smooth Family ENT. Guys, thank you again. Thanks for coming to hang out with us. Anybody, whether you're a martial artist or not, defend yourselves. I don't care what nobody say. If anyone try to put some harm on you, put them paws on them and use some head movement, and we out. Booyah!
Bitch, I'm in my bag, smoking gas to the fans need me. Marcielago, man, smoking on that hood gelato, man. I done the mess, a good following. Don't play with me, I got a solid plan. Got me a stove, put my chicken on it. Couple bags to spend, but I ain't tricking on it. Heard your bitches want me, tell her, cop me a zip. Sorry, I ain't that affectionate.
Hello, you horse. You finished your work, you did all your chores. When Mavrick is calling, you better report. You do what you told, you'll get a reward. Take a bullet, this spliff, my brain go distort. Don't fuck with the gang, you better abort. Or we'll throw the hands and settle the score. No Fronto on papes, I'm off to the store. I smoke me a spliff and then smoke some more. It's Mavrick, you already know he gon' bring havoc. Getting to the breach, man, I do backflips. Hawking for the green, I'm a straight savage. Nigga checking me, man, it ain't happening. Now I'm rolling 3 and I ain't capping. Chiefing on the tree and it's straight magic. Yeah, it smelling sweet, but you can't have it, bitch.
Marcielago, man, smoking on that hood gelato, man. I done the mess, a good following. Don't play with me, I got a solid plan. Got me a stove, put my chicken on it. Couple bags to spend, but I ain't tricking on it. Heard your bitches want me, tell her, cop me a zip. Sorry, I ain't that affectionate. Marcielago, man, smoking on that hood gelato, man. I done the mess, a good following. Don't play with me, I got a solid plan. Got me a stove, put my chicken on it. Couple bags to spend, but I ain't tricking on it. Heard your bitches want me, tell her, cop me a zip. Sorry, I ain't that affectionate.